So they kept part of that kind of ish.
Kind of ish. But they needed a Harry, so they just changed Christopher's name to Harry.
But he was Harry
But he was Harry.
in the first movie. If anybody else is having trouble
In the first
keeping
movie,
up
he
with
was Christopher.
Yeah, I know, but it was Harry though. Like based on Harry.
No, I feel like
Oh no, the
Rose
mom.
was more based on
Rose was
Harry.
based on Harry.
Yeah.
Dear, if anybody's having trouble keeping up, I'll say this right now. This is how you would feel if you
Yeah.
were watching this movie.
Just don't watch the movie.
Don't bother. Watch the first one,
First one's good.
and then the next podcast we're going to talk about the newest one that came out, and Gans is back.
Okay. That might be good.
So we have some potential.
Welcome to Adapnation, where we break down game-to-screen adaptations and ask whether they actually got it right.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
How did we go from the first movie, which I stated, especially for the time, was probably one of the best video game adaptations that was definitely out at the time and still holds up today as probably one of the better game adaptations, to this second movie that for lack of better wording, shit the bed.
Shit for sure.
Like what happened? What happened?
Different director for one.
Okay. And I'm going to assume that this director wasn't, a game super fan or anything.
From what I've been reading, she is a fan of Silent Hill, which is why she desperately wanted to do it.
Then
I'm like, are you a fan of the idea of Silent Hill? Like, did you play the games?
I like the idea of Silent Hill.
Right? Oh, it sounds really cool. I really want to do that.
Because, yeah.
Could you not?
We immediately fall apart.
Yep. Immediately.
And I mean, we talk a lot about aesthetics and stuff like that. There were some okay bits of aesthetic, but then some of it was sucked.
Yeah. Even Otherworld, I was like, this just doesn't look right.
No, it didn't feel the same. It didn't have the same effect as the other one.
Nope.
And I mean, I tried to give it some slack when I was watching it too, based on the fact that this was coming out hot off of the 3D craze.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so I'm sure a lot of it, just like Resident Evil did, just took away pieces of story so that they could put in effects or whatever that would be for the 3D aspect of it. But at that time, and I said it way back then, Avatar took 3D, right? And did something with it that just added depth and beauty to all of the scenes and didn't rely on the 3D to be the centerpiece, right?
It felt like the 3D aspect of that was like a secondary thought. Make a good movie first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas these movies that came out after, like any of the
even just this one came out in 3D.
Right. This one came out in 3D. You know that there was pieces that were just thrown in there for the 3D. There was another horror movie that came out around then that there was just pieces thrown in so that it would feel like stuff was popping out at you or whatever.
Yeah.
Which felt inauthentic. And that's what this one did for me. Because it didn't feel like you had an authentic story or good writing.
It really didn't. It didn't even have good acting.
No.
Which is weird. Because some of those people are good actors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck happened?
I don't know. I was sorely disappointed with everything about the film, pretty much.
Yeah.
What's her name? The little girl, Alessa.
Yeah.
When
Alessa,
Sharon Alessa
Cheryl?
thing. So the dark version of her.
Okay.
Makeup wise, when she pops up in the carnival merry-go-round thing.
Oh, the Dark Heather?
Dark Heather, is that like her other side or whatever you want to call her?
Yep.
Was fucking awful.
Yep.
She looked like a teenage goth person that was just getting into goth and hadn't learned to do her makeup yet. That's where, like, I was like, is this supposed to be like a creepy thing?
Which is kind of brutal because that actually happens in the game where it's Dark Heather. But in the game, and especially for its time, like, it looked fucking good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah.
Oh my God. So that's what we got, is this this teenage angst goth phase
Yep.
that, wasn't even really committing to goth just yet.
No.
And it was disappointing. I was disappointed.
You know what's something that's kind of funny though is Dark Heather, besides all the anger, everything else about her was more like Heather from the game.
Well, at least that's something.
That's something. So we got to see actual Heather for a few minutes, just if she were very angry.
She was just mad.
Because the character that they made for Heather,
Yeah.
it didn't suit the character from the game.
Didn't do it for you?
No. No. It was not good. But I mean none of them were good.
No.
So
Wow, and she's a cousin lover. I guess she didn't know she was a cousin lover.
yeah. Yeah.
Vincent certainly knew that he was a cousin lover.
Vincent knew.
But
Yeah.
didn't care. The writing, fuck. Why did he take her to Silent Hill? The whole time that he was taking her to Silent Hill, he was saying she shouldn't go to Silent Hill, but just
Right.
took her anyway.
Yep.
Why did he do it then?
Brainwashing cult.
Oh my God.
He knew what would happen to him if he didn't do it. And he was just fighting himself along the way or something like that. I don't know. They don't really tell a good story. They don't really explain a whole lot.
No.
A lot of it, I think they're just trying to like use the graphics to make up for the story, except for the graphics weren't even that good.
No.
So
Were they better, like, I guess, technically overall than the first movie we watched? Or
well, technically, but also it's 6 years later, so they've had advancements in graphic design and shit, right?
but even yeah, I guess, but some of the makeup effects and stuff from the first one um made up for like not having as much CGI. And
Yeah.
I mean the CGI piece obviously we talked about in the first one that was a little disappointing obviously.
Yeah.
Um but they made up for it with real graphic like solid makeup effects and
Yep.
and art and things like that.
Yeah, it definitely made up for it. But also, like, when I'm watching a movie, I don't know if this is just me, I don't care that much about the graphics. I don't care. I will be totally happy to watch a movie nowadays in 720p as long as the story's good, the acting's good.
I do care about graphics. Like
Yeah.
graphics are important to keep me in. Like I don't want something that's so bad that it's going to pull me out of the movie. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And
Yeah.
that's what I said about the first Silent Hill was that there was that one piece with the little torch children that pulled me out of
Yeah.
the feel of the movie for just a minute, but it wasn't enough to drive me crazy.
No, it's just a split second. And then it goes back to being decent. Like the
Yeah,
rest of it was totally
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this one had no story to keep me involved, so I was
No.
paying attention to all of the other bits that I didn't like.
I found myself getting confused multiple times during the movie. Like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
So what's the point,
Why are
basically?
we here?
Yeah.
What is
What?
the point of this?
What are we doing?
Why did you have to change the story for this?
If this was the game,
Yeah.
I would have turned it off. Like I would
Yeah.
have got a little ways and have been like, this is not something that I even want to play.
Which is kind of sad because Silent Hill 3 is still known as possibly the best Silent Hill game.
So they had a ton of stuff to work with
Oh, they had so much to work with.
and did nothing.
They did nothing with it. They just shat all over it.
Let's break down a little bit, just just kind of some piece by pieces. What
Okay.
did you think of the cult?
I didn't think highly of the cult.
No.
I in the movie, this cult has taken over basically all of Silent Hill and other places in the world. But in the game, they're like damn near non-existent. There's not really many of them left.
Because of Silent Hill 1, right?
Right. Right. They just kind of dwindled out after that. And I think it might be because Dahlia died,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But then you've got this other woman, Claudia, who's like, "Oh, I'm going to take over for you and just keep going."
And who's Claudia then?
Claudia is the big bad, turns into
She's
the Cenobite chick.
oh my God. Yeah, but so she was Dahlia's what? Like her
Oh God. Okay, so Claudia grew up with Alessa
Claudia
in the game.
grew up with Alessa.
In the game,
Okay.
grew up with Alessa and remembers her, and basically is just part of the order.
Okay.
And in the movie, it kind of seemed like they were sisters,
Dahlia and Claudia,
right?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which makes no sense age wise, but and then Vincent is Claudia's son, In the game, Vincent is just a priest in the order, so it's weird.
I can feel myself zoning out while you're talking. That's where. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
like, all of these characters existed in the game. They were just different people.
So they did. So they kind of pulled from. You know what? This is one of these points where I make fun of you a lot for bitching about like direct adaptation pieces because
Yeah.
you get really strung up on certain things, especially when you like loved a game
Yeah.
and they change a character or something like
Yeah.
that. This is one of those things that I'm gonna have to agree where they should have probably really dragged from the source material
Yep.
and built out from there. And I mean, you could have done the same things. The cult could have been, rebuilt or whatever you want to. Maybe they lured people into Silent Hill and rebuilt their cult or whatever,
Yep.
and that would have been fine. But when you get so convoluted in how you're trying to put it together that it just stops making sense, that's a problem.
Yeah. Kinda like how now Christopher's name is just Harry.
Yeah. Well, because he changed his name or whatever.
Right, so now he's Harry from the game. Except for Harry in the game is dead.
Right off the bat, isn't
Like,
it?
right off the bat, you find out that your father's been murdered, eventually by Claudia. Well, Claudia sent someone out to do it, but by Claudia. And then Heather is so fucking mad. Her whole existence now is, "I'm going to Silent Hill and I'm gonna kill Claudia."
See, that feels like something that would draw you in,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Vengeance.
yep.
Finding who killed your father,
Yeah,
not random teenage boy.
mhm.
Oh my God. And so much great actors again.
I know,
That's Mr. Snow,
right?
the bastard son.
I know, Kit Harington?
He great actor.
Yeah.
And they just was this his first role?
No,
Like,
at this point, he was a year into Game of Thrones. This was his first movie, but
oh
he was already in Game of Thrones.
my God. How the mighty fell. Because great performance in Game of Thrones, by the way.
Oh,
Look,
yeah, absolutely.
stunning.
Phenomenal actor. Great. Not sure what happened here. Maybe he was like, "Wow, this is a joke. I'm not giving it my all. I'm just gonna do my shit and go back."
I was watching somebody else talk. Speaking of jokes, if you watch this movie, apparently in the mindset that it is almost like a spoof comedy, then it's great.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
Apparently,
that. Yeah.
right? And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe if I can go back and I'm not going to watch it again, to be fair.
No. No.
But if I did and I looked at it through that lens, maybe I could find some
Yeah.
enjoyment in it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
there's
okay, I can
definitely,
see that.
yeah, there's definitely some
Yeah.
elements that feel comedic, like dialogue
Yeah.
feels comedic. Let's run over Heather just a little bit
Okay.
since she's our main focus here.
Okay.
Um, Heather is supposed to be the hell's her name?
Sharon?
Sharon.
Sharon.
Heather is supposed to be Sharon.
Heather is Sharon
Heather is Sharon.
in the movie.
Right.
Yep.
She doesn't. Well, first movie to this movie.
Okay.
I understand that, growing up and teenagehood changes your personality a bit,
Right.
right? But this felt like such a far cry from who Sharon felt like, who Sharon was,
Yep.
who you would see her growing up to be.
Yep.
This seemed like such a far cry from who you would think she would be.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, she was boring.
She was kinda boring. She didn't really give the presence of main character,
No, she didn't give
right?
main character energy.
No, not at all. It felt like she was just along for the ride,
Yeah,
which is kinda sad because Heather in the game is, like, sarcastic and joking and strong and determined, and you don't really get that from Heather in the movie, and it's kind of a shame, like, it's almost like a smack in the face to Heather,
yeah.
you know? They She-Hulked her.
Gotta be careful there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
People get upset when you make fun of She-Hulk.
Yeah, well,
Probably one of the worst Marvels. If not, you know what? I'm gonna go out and just go ahead and say it. It was the worst Marvel, MCU, anything ever.
yeah, I can get on board with that for sure.
It was awful.
Mhm.
But yeah, I could feel that.
Yeah,
I could feel that. That main character energy needs to be there,
it does. It needs to be there.
and it should be. You're running around with Kit Harington.
Mhm.
Should be there.
Should be.
He should be the damsel in distress.
Kind of is at one point.
That's fair. Why did he act as a decoy, quote unquote, for no apparent reason? Like he just ran off, and there was still a whole bunch of people. Like there was no point to that whole scene.
There was no point.
He ran
No.
off, left Heather there,
Yep.
but Heather still had like a pile of people that
Yep.
were just still there.
Yep.
What was the sense of that?
I don't know.
There were so many scenes in this show,
I
in
don't
this
know. I
movie
don't
that
know.
had no point.
No point. No.
Um,
Nope. It's something that bothered me is when the cult follower, when she pulls his mask off and he starts like puking up black shit.
yeah,
I was like, wait, what? Why?
I don't know.
Because apparently the air is toxic.
But she's running
But
around.
she's running around. So's
So's
Kit,
Vincent.
Vincent. Huh? Well, I paused and I was like, fuck me, did I miss like a major plot point here? Because
And
they're running around in it.
yeah,
They're fine.
did they? Because there was the minor dudes in the first one.
Yeah.
Did they have an issue with the toxic air? I can't
I
recall
don't
if they
think
like took
so.
off their mask or anything at some point and then just died about it.
I don't think so. But like that would make no sense anyway. So,
Well, why were they wearing the masks?
well, they were miners, apparently. I don't know what happened there. But they
Yeah,
mining towns, so they have miners or
right.
I don't really know how that works.
Because they didn't explain it in the first one either.
No, they didn't.
And
They're
they had
just
a
there.
canary.
Yeah. Which makes sense for mining.
Yeah.
But like the canary didn't die. So the air quality was fine.
But the canaries didn't go off until the world was going to change either.
Right.
So there's like a whole different.
So maybe it's when the world is like other world, the air is
But it wasn't even otherworlding.
it
Look, that
wasn't.
guy just puked about it for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So
I don't know. I cannot make sense of this movie.
I don't know. And then we had Harry.
Oh God. Yeah.
Harry, Christopher Harry Mason.
That is not Harry. I'm gonna go with Christopher. It's still Christopher from the first movie.
Okay, well, first game was all about the dude trying to find his daughter.
Yep.
Was he Harry?
Yep.
So they changed Christopher's name to Harry
Yep.
for just to make some casual connection.
Kind of. I mean, like in the third game at the beginning, you talk to Harry over the phone. You say, "Hey, meet me at the store," and then Harry gets killed,
Yeah,
and then so he never shows up.
right.
So then she goes back to the apartment and
So,
finds him dead in his chair,
so they kept part of that kind of ish.
kind of ish. But they needed a Harry, so they just changed Christopher's name to Harry.
But he was Harry
But he was Harry.
in the first movie. If anybody else is having trouble
In the first
keeping up
movie, he
with,
was Christopher.
yeah, I know, but it was Harry though, like based on Harry.
No, I feel like
Oh no, the
Rose
mom,
was more
yeah,
based on
Rose was
Harry.
based on Harry.
Yeah.
Dear, if anybody's having trouble keeping up, I'll say this right now. This is how you would feel if you
Yeah.
were watching this movie.
Just don't watch the movie.
Don't bother. Watch the first one,
First one's good.
and then the next podcast we're going to talk about the newest one that came out, and Gans is back.
Okay. That might be good.
So we have some potential.
Yeah.
Although I am worried because I have seen some reviews,
Uh-oh.
like bits of reviews, and it didn't sound great, but we're gonna do that next podcast anyway. Vincent was in the game.
Yeah, Vincent is in the game. Not the same character, but Vincent. There's a character named Vincent in the game.
Who is he in the game?
He's a priest from the order,
Okay.
and he knows Claudia, and he's kind of opposed to her. He doesn't want the god to come back and change the world.
Okay.
But he also is like, I don't give a fuck. It would make my life harder. So he ends up helping Heather to kill Claudia,
Okay.
right? So he sends Heather
Yeah.
to the insane asylum to find Leonard Wolf to get the medallion. We're just going to call it the medallion, which is then one of our big bosses, Leonard Wolf, right? I mean, in the movie, it was just some white dude, but in the game, he's this big monstrosity that swims through a vat of blood that you're stuck in,
Oh.
right? So it's like this big, like, asylum room. and the ground, like up to about her knees, is full of blood, and he's just this big monster human type thing with like no face, and he swims around, and all of a sudden he'll come out, and you got to shoot him and shoot him and shoot him and shoot, and just
This
it's
is
just one
Leonard,
fight. This is Leonard. Yeah,
the thing that turned into kind of a big thing.
yeah, yeah,
But then she just reached into his chest and pulled out the seal of Metatron, and then
yeah,
calls it a day,
yeah, and then calls it a day.
and he disappears.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a little different, like, and by little
Yeah,
I mean totally different, totally different.
well, the big blood-soaked giant guy sounds more interesting than the kind of big dude that does some stuff.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
does she hand him the other half of the seal?
Why is there another half of the seal? Sorry. Ah.
Because you're watching the movie and she hands him this half of a seal,
Yep.
of which he already has a half,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't really figure out why she would just hand him.
Yep.
Why? She doesn't even
Everyone
know this guy,
knows.
and he's on a chain,
Yep.
and she's like,
Stupid.
"Here you go."
Yep.
This is confusing. That's bad writing.
And like a big part of the game is trying to get to Leonard, right? You're going through this huge hospital and you're reading little stories and stuff here and there about Leonard, and he's like super religious. He used to be in the order, and then he stabbed somebody over religion and got put into the mental asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Leonard, well, actually, at a couple points, Leonard calls you on like a hospital phone, and you're talking to him, and he's saying like happy birthday, and he's like gone. He's lost it,
Nice.
right? But you need him because you need the seal of Metatron, so that at the end of the game you can puke up the god. Anyway,
Metatron.
Metatron.
Since we're on the monster subject,
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
oh, relax.
Okay.
Pyramid Head, he's
Okay.
back.
Yep. Weird.
Again, yeah, we talked about how that's weird, but
Yep.
I did say, like, he's an iconic
Yep.
Silent Hill presence, so
He is. Yeah.
like, he's gonna be in a movie if you make a movie.
He's gonna be in a
He's gonna
Silent Hill
be in it,
movie. Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
he's not a bad guy in this.
No.
He wasn't really a bad guy, I guess, in the first one either. When you, like, look at it, he was just after the cult, Alyssa's protector,
Yep.
and that's kind of the same with his, like, nipple piercings, and he's making the carousel go around at one point.
Which
That was
is
such a
kind of
weird
weird.
fucking scene where he's
He's like
just,
opposite now
God.
because Triangle Head is there to
Triangle Head.
Triangle Head.
But we're talking three-dimensional. It's a pyramid. Triangle Head.
It's a triangle.
You're gonna call this one Triangle Head then?
Yeah.
Okay. So this version we'll call Triangle Head.
The pyramid it looked a little weird to me. I felt like it was too fat. And it should be skinnier and longer. But anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Skinnier and longer.
Skinnier and longer.
She likes skinnier and longer over the big fat ones.
You will never hear another woman say that. Anyway, he's a Punisher in the second game.
Like
and
Frank Castle?
And in the first and the second movie, he's a protector, which is weird.
Frank Castle.
Yeah.
The Punisher.
The Punisher. Fuck, they might as well thrown him into this movie.
He was, I don't know.
It might have made more sense.
It would have been fine with me. It's just all of a sudden Frank Castle rolled in and started shooting everything up. I would have been okay with it.
Yep.
They're like, okay, at least something's going on here that I can understand.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
so yeah,
God.
Pyramid Head.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk probably more about him when we're talking about this Claudia Boo. Mannequin spider thing was probably, at least that was that. You know what? If I'm looking at this movie, if I could just cut one chunk out of the movie and enjoy it,
yeah,
it's the mannequin warehouse portion with the weird mannequin spider monster and the weird mannequins in bags. I don't know where this other girl came from or why she was there, because it didn't, and then she was gone, so it didn't matter. Made no sense.
No.
Didn't do anything for the movie.
I did not give a shit that she died. I didn't know who the fuck she was. We just met her.
Yeah.
And she was a named character, apparently.
But
okay,
if we just cut that piece out of the movie and build like a movie around that, that would be better than the entirety of the movie that we watched.
I thought it was stupid.
You thought it was stupid? You didn't even like the mannequin spider
Do you know
part?
why they made the mannequin spider?
Why?
So in the games,
Okay.
there's mannequins. So
Okay.
in 3 specifically,
Yes.
there's there's a whole room full of mannequins.
That's creepy.
And Heather walks in and she sees one. And she's like, "Oh, that's fucking creepy." And then turns around to leave. And then the mannequin screams.
Mhm.
And when you turn around, it's been decapitated and there's fucking blood everywhere.
Well, that's cool.
And that's why they made a mannequin spider. Now there's no spider reference, but they just spider. I'm like, why didn't you just have that scene?
I thought the mannequin spider was creepy.
It was creepy.
Well, there you
It
go.
was creepy.
At
And
least there
then
was something
mannequin turned
interesting.
into a fucking xenomorph.
At least there was
That
something
was
interesting
interesting.
in there.
It
Yeah.
was interesting. Yeah. Little xenomorph mannequin spider.
Yeah.
They really take from other movies a lot, eh?
Well, some, I guess, yeah.
Some.
It was I don't know.
It
That was
was
the
it
only
was
interesting scene in
interesting.
the movie for me, and thanks for ruining it because I think the potential of a scream and blood everywhere mannequin thing is possibly more creepy. You know
Yep.
what?
Well,
I'm just making a connection here
okay.
right now in this moment. You're
Okay.
listening to it live. I think that one of the biggest issues with this movie, and I had said in the first movie that what they did was make that psychological, visceral thriller movie
Yep.
feel.
Yep.
They took that away
Yep.
and tried to do this classic horror jump scare nonsense.
Yes.
And I'm not about that.
And if you play any of the games, it is more psychological. Oh my fucking god. You would do that to somebody? There's not really a lot of like jump out at you scares. It's more of a psychological horror when you're
That's
playing
what
the
I
games.
needed.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted from
Yeah.
this. And I didn't get it.
Yep.
Um, the Dark Nurses,
They look cool.
yeah.
Yeah, they look cool. They were more like the
Uh,
nurses from number 2.
uh,
Yeah, that was a little weird.
so much moaning.
They're really enjoying it.
Yeah, they love their job.
But I mean, great costumes.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the costumes
I, yeah, okay.
and the positions.
Yeah, the movements. Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Mm-hmm.
seeing them. We're gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Um, so there was a ritual portion around, I don't know what exactly. There's a weird ritual piece in the movie that didn't make any sense because the movie didn't really feel like it made sense. Um, right at the end when we get Claudia turning into the Cenobite.
Yep.
What was it? What was she?
It, I don't think it was an actual Cenobite, but like it for sure. She's called the missionary.
um, was boring.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Was it like
Why did
uh,
they like that fight scene?
why?
That didn't need to be there. It really didn't need to be there.
And it was boring.
It was boring. It was a bad fight.
Yeah,
It was really bad. Like I'm glad she died,
sure.
right?
But they could have just started the movie with Pyramid Head cutting off the head of the whoever wrote this shit
Yep.
and then never made the movie.
Yep.
That would have been fine.
Yep.
In the game, we're talking about fetus vomiting and
Yep.
like some visceral reaction.
Yeah. We're talking in the game, Heather uses that medallion, right?
Yeah.
And vomits up the god inside of her. And then Claudia is like, "Oh my god," and takes it and noms it,
Hmm.
right? And then like she's not the vessel, so she's too weak, and then it comes out of her and dies. She dies. And it was really cool. It was a really cool scene. I don't know why it needed to change. I don't know why she needed to turn into a Cenobot and try to attack Pyramid Head.
God,
It was weird. It was weird. I don't understand where that came from.
I did like she looked kind of cool if she
Yeah.
wasn't in this show in this
Yeah, like I
genre.
enjoyed Hellraiser. I thought that was a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't need to see her in this one.
She also they make a big thing about her transforming, but she's already done it, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah,
she
we
did
see
it
her
when she
throughout the
took away
movie.
Vincent,
Yep.
and presumably she did it
Mhm.
outside of Silent Hill in the real world when she killed the random mass inspector that brought
Yeah.
nothing to the show.
Yeah, she killed Douglas.
Who?
Douglas.
Who the fuck?
Douglas is a private eye who is in the entire fucking game.
He's in the whole game?
Yeah, finds Heather in the mall and helps her. He was hired by Claudia to find her.
In the movie and the game?
And then, well, in the game.
In the movie,
In the movie, yeah, I
he
guess it's
is.
the same thing,
Yeah.
right? But in the game, he's like, I realize now who Claudia is, so I'm going to help you instead.
Okay.
And like survives the entire game. After the game, in the lore, he goes to the cops and brings down the order.
I see.
He's an integral piece of the game.
Wow.
Not in the movie. In the movie, they
No.
just fucking kill him off.
He was a character that was there and brought nothing to it. He
Yeah.
didn't advance the plot.
No,
He did nothing.
no. And he was pretty integral in the game.
Oh,
He's
wow.
helping her through it.
Well, that's fun.
So that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened here. I don't know where to go because it was so bad.
Uh,
Where do we go here? Let's just push through here.
yeah, okay.
The end of the show, the cousins escape to start a new life together.
Yeah.
That's Heather and Vincent,
Yep.
and they just hitch a ride
Right.
and rig off into the sunset.
Right. They I don't think they've realized that they just got into a truck with Travis. But
Travis Barker?
no, Travis is from a different game. Travis is from Origins, which is like, it's not like one of the main games. It's just like a side game, but it was actually really cool. And Travis is a little like psychologically fucked up.
Okay.
And he goes through his own game and like learning about his past and his parents, and like his mother was put into a mental ward, and then he was with his father for a bit. He ends up killing himself, and then Travis is fuckered.
Cool.
Anyway, he goes through Silent Hill. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. He's a
How do
truck
we know?
driver.
How do we know it's Travis though? Because he's a truck driver.
Well, he
We're just
introduces
assuming.
himself, Travis.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
was pretty blanked out by the end of the movie. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Travis from Origins.
Yep.
I guess there's some potential for some sequelage.
I guess. I think maybe they were thinking that they could like leave it there to make another movie, but then I
didn't.
doubt they got funding for that.
But didn't, because
Yeah.
it's just that bad. Harry got away.
Harry gets away. Yeah. Or Harry stays, which is weird.
He's just gonna live
He's
there,
just gonna go find Rose now.
which I guess was more sequel potential again.
Right? Like maybe they're trying to tease into the second game, and then he's gonna go by a different name again. I don't fucking know. I don't know, because now he's in Silent Hill trying to find Rose.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish this movie never existed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And like the only other thing that we got was another tease for Downpour with the prison bus. Escaped convict, once again going through Silent Hill.
Okay.
Anyway. Woo. But
nothing.
yeah, I don't really
It was
give a
like
shit.
they teased for like 3 more things
Yeah. Yeah.
in hopes that they would get funding, but this movie was so bad everybody was like, "No, you're never doing this again."
Right.
Until recently.
Until the original director came back and was like, "It's fine. I'll do it again."
And we'll see, I
we'll
guess.
see. Yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes.
So, let's move into the ratings,
Oh,
shall
God.
we?
Yeah. That's going to be quick.
I think it will.
Yep.
If I had to rate this film,
Mhm.
I'm gonna give it a real thick 0.
Okay.
Like, there was nothing really redeeming about the movie.
No.
The plot and story was gone.
Mhm.
They were hoping that they could get swing by on these 3D visual effects that weren't that good.
Yep.
And it was boring.
Yep.
And I wasn't invested in any character in the movie.
No.
You know what? You know what I can say? Because we were talking about She-Hulk earlier.
Okay.
I rate She-Hulk better than this.
Yeah.
Because they had side story characters that were interesting and doing something.
Yep.
This had nothing.
This had nothing. No.
There's nothing. I don't care about it.
No.
I'm not going to watch it again. I'm just going to pretend I never watched it. And maybe I'll watch the first one again sometime, but
Oh yeah, I'll definitely rewatch the first one. That was pretty good.
but that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Laura?
I would say 0.5
Oh,
because there was one scene when when Heather and Vincent get to the hotel
yeah.
and they walked in and beside the lamp was a little red high heel shoe,
Yes.
and that was a really good nod to the game.
You know what? Okay, now you know what? Why?
That was it. That was my scene that I was like,
Why
"Okay,
was
cool."
it a nod to the game?
Well, in the game, you find a red shoe and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" So you take it with you, and then eventually you have to give it to a character,
Uh-huh.
right? So you give a shoe to, oh god, what was it? Was it Cinderella or something like that? And then you give a face to a different character, and then it opens up this other thing. And it was
Let
this
me just tell you
little
something though.
touch.
Let me just tell you that's go great. That's a lovely touch for you. However, however,
Uh-huh.
if that was an Easter egg in the background,
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Okay. The
Okay.
fact that they randomly focused on the shoe, and as someone who's not been like super invested in the games and does not remember any of that at all,
Yeah.
I was annoyed,
You're like, "What? Why is
profusely
there a
annoyed.
fucking
Like, why
shoe?"
are they focused on the shoe? What's going to happen with the shoe? And fucking nothing happened with the
Nothing
shoe.
happened with the shoe.
So I was so mad
Yep.
that they focused on a shoe and then did nothing with it that
Yep.
it actually probably would have brought my rating down.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was like, what happened? Why is
Okay.
that there? What are they doing? And we like I was watching it with my wife and we were both going like, what's with the shoe? Like what?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Oh, great.
Now you know.
Now I
Yeah.
know. Well, super.
See, for me, it was just after this entire couple hours of just fucking garbage.
Yeah.
There was this one thing
Just
that literally came from the game.
It's
And I was
just
like,
one
okay.
glimmer.
Now, if the shoe had been blue,
Yeah.
a negative 10. Fuck you, stupid ass movie. I hate this fucking movie. So I'm enraged right
Viscerally.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, 0.5.
Good one.
0.5. She looked at a map at one point, so that kind of helps.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm gonna leave it on how did we go from the first movie
Mhm.
to this giant steaming pile by the second.
Yep. Should not have been done.
No.
And apparently the third one is worse than the second one, and I don't understand how. So
Well,
we'll
I
see.
guess we'll find out
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, we will.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good one.
Yeah. As always, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, consider following the podcast so you don't miss future discussions as new episodes air.